So challenge, let us start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So now let us look at the characteristics of JFET. We will look at the differences between JFET and BJT and the advantages and disadvantages of JFETs in a later slide. However, at this slide, in this slide, we will look at the characteristics. The voltage current characteristic or drain characteristic. It is a graph between VDS, that is a voltage drain source, and current drain ID for constant VGS. So in this graph we have the voltage VGS, we have the voltage VDS, voltage drain source on the x-axis, and we have the drain current on the y-axis, and we have one graph for one VGS, and in this case the voltage VGS is 0. So this was only one characteristic. We can make a number of graphs for various values of VGS, and in this second graph we will do the same. That now we will discuss the properties, we will discuss the n-channel characteristic curve for changing the value of VGS. So in the first case VGS is 0, in the second case VGS is -1 volt, in the third case the VGS is -2 volt, then -3 volt, then -4 volt. So we see different characteristics for different values of voltage gate and source. And why is the voltage gate to source negative? Because we have to reverse bias gate and source. Therefore, we are giving a negative voltage. This graph has a certain regions. For example, here we have the cutoff region, then we have the breakdown region, and then we have the saturation region, and then this represents the ohmic region, because the characteristics, they follow a straight linear line. Because the JFET is a voltage control device, no current flows into the gate. When the source current IS flowing out of the device equals the drain current flowing into it. Therefore, ID is equal to IS. The characteristic curve example shown above shows the 4 different regions of operation of JFET, which are given as the ohmic region, the cutoff region, the saturation or active region, and the breakdown region. The ohmic region, when VGS is equal to 0, the depletion layer of the channel is very small and the JFET acts like a voltage controlled resistor. So here we have the JFET in the ohmic region, and as we change the VDS, current also changes and it behaves like a voltage controlled resistor. It behaves like a voltage controlled resistor in the ohmic region, and the ohmic region exists only from the start to a very small voltage level. Then comes the cutoff region. This is also known as the pinch-off region, where the gate voltage VGS is sufficient to cause a JFET to act as an open circuit in the channel resistance, as the channel resistance is at maximum. So here we have the cutoff region. This is the cutoff region, where the JFET acts like an open switch. Then is the saturation or active region. The JFET becomes a good conductor and is controlled by gate source voltage, while drain to source voltage has little or no effect. And then finally, we have the breakdown region. The voltage between drain and source is high enough to cause the GFET negative resistance to break down and pause and pass uncontrolled maximum current. So in the breakdown region, the JFET experiences a breakdown. And we have the breakdown region over here. Now we come to the next slide. The next slide title is JFET transfer characteristics. For an n-channel JFET, VGF off is negative. The relation between VGS and ID is known as transfer characteristic curve taken from the drain to curve. So in this diagram shown, we see the JFET transfer characteristic. It is a relation between VGS and the current ID. So in this graph, what we see is on the x-axis is voltage drain to source, on the y-axis is the drain current, and we see the various characteristics for various values of voltage gate source. For example, for voltage gate source -4 volt, -3 volt, -2 volt, or -1 volt and 0 volt. Then on the left hand side, we see that on the negative x-axis there is the voltage VGS, and on the y-axis there is still current ID. So this shows that as we decrease the voltage between gate and source from 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, that as we decrease the voltage between gate and source, that how the current drain changes. So the drain current ID is maximum when VGS is 0, or when the depletion region is the least, it is minimum. When the voltage between VGS is 0, it is when our depletion region is minimum, current is maximum. And what happens when we supply maximum voltage? The depletion region becomes maximum. The depletion region becomes to overlap, and it does not allow current to flow between drain and source. And this we can see at time at voltage -5 volt between VGS. At this instant, the current ID is 0. So this was the JFET transfer characteristic curve.
Excuse me, sir.
G.
अगर VGS smoothly is going to minimum, जो ID है वो बढ़ता जा रहा है, थोड़ा एकदम बढ़ रहा है सर।
मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही
सर। अगर हम ग्राफ में देखें VGS जो है ना 0 से -1 से -2 वो ग्रेजुअली डाउन हो रहा है, जबकि जो करंट है ना ID वो ग्रेजुअली नहीं बढ़ रहा, वो एकदम बढ़ रहा है। अगर हम 2 पे देखें, 2 से एकदम 4 से बढ़ गया है, फिर 4 से उसे 6 होना चाहिए, वो 6 से बढ़ के 8 के करीब हो गया है। अगर हम 8 को देखें तो 8 से 12 हो गया। वो जो गैप है ना, इंक्रीजिंग गैप, वो बढ़ता जा रहा है। इसकी क्या वजह सर?
Because it is a non-linear device. The reason is that it is a non-linear device.
Okay sir.
ठीक है जी, चले आगे।
जी सर। Okay sir.
Okay, so now we will come to the next slide. On the next slide shows the drain current formula. This is our general formula. Just like in the BJT case, we discussed IC is equal to beta times IB. In FET, we have the drain current formula. The drain current is 0 when VGS is equal to VP. VP is a pinch off voltage. For normal operation, VGS is biased to be somewhere between Vp and 0. Then we can calculate the drain current ID for any given bias point in the saturation or active region as follows. That ID is equal to IDSS bracket 1 minus VGS over VP bracket closed, and all of this it is powered squared, where ID is the drain current which we want to find, IDSS is the maximum drain current, VGS is the applied gate source voltage, and VP is the pinch off voltage. However, this formula is only applicable for any given bias point in the saturation or active region. So in this formula we see that the drain current, it is a function of the gate source voltage, because in this formula all other things are constant except for VGS. IDSS, it is the maximum drain current. It is the maximum drain current that can pass through the terminals of the FET. VP is the pinch off voltage, and ID is the current that we want to determine. It is the current that we want to determine, and VGS is our applied gate source voltage, and it will be varied. So as we change VGS, we can change ID. So this shows that our FET is a function, that our FET is a voltage control device, and it is different from the BJT. The BJT was a current control device, whereas the FET, from this formula we learn that the FET is a voltage control device. Then secondly, we have the resistance. The resistance of the channel RDS is given by RDS is equal to delta VDS over delta ID. It is equal to 1 over Gm, where Gm is the transconductance gain. RDS represents the resistance of the channel. RDS represents the resistance of the channel, and it is a function of VDS and ID. And ID can be found from being a function of VGS. So as we change VGS, we will change resistance between drain and source. So the drain and source resistance is controllable by changing VGS, and this RD is equal to 1 over Gm, where Gm is the transconductance gain. So after this, now let us come to the next slide. On the next slide, we have an example, that is example 7.1. An N-channel JFET has a pinch-off voltage of minus 4.5 volt and IDSS equal to 9 milliampere. At what value of VGS is the pinch-off region will ID equal to 3 milliampere? And second, what is the value of VD sach when ID is equal to 3 milliampere? So let us come to the solution. For part number 1, at what value of VGS in the pinch-off region will ID equal to 3 milliampere? So this is quite simple, that we will solve for the current equation of JFET, that is ID is equal to IDSS multiplied by bracket 1 minus VGS over VP bracket close squared, and we will rearrange and we will solve for VGS such that VGS is equal to VP bracket 1 minus under root ID over IDSS, and VGS is equal to minus 1.9 volts. Now we come to the second part. What is the value of VD as saturated when ID is equal to 3 milliampere? What is the value of VD when ID is equal to 3 milliampere? Now we can relate and solve. We can relate to equation 7.1. We can relate this part to equation 7.1,